So, Southampton 3, Arsenal 2 at St Mary's. Instant reaction is a little bit gutted. One of those games, I called it at the beginning of the week, that I would, if I was going to sacrifice this 22-game unbeaten run, it would have been against Qarabag instead of Southampton. It was always going to be a harder game. Mark Hughes' sides were, grafters, battlers, whatever. This guy's got them playing football. He's had a week longer to, cope with them, deal with them, train with them. So he's got them, thinking around his way of football rather than Mark Hughes'. It would have been easier to have come in and played them last week because they were still under, still basically under Hughes' tutelage. He just came in and took them over. But they probably deserved it on balance of play. We had a bit towards the end of the second half and at the beginning of the second half, but we just weren't there. And I guess, this is what I do, is about positives really. In a weird kind of way, it's quite nice to get that 22 game off of our, from around our neck. It means we can focus on other things now rather than just doing that. Trying to preserve that, I guess. It's a bit of a wake-up call for the players now. Other positives in that game, it was, I wouldn't say that was Unai's first choice back line at all. We've had a lot of injuries. Socrates was a big miss. We needed a commanding centre half there. Koscielny, I think, has probably been rushed back, as I was saying at the beginning of the week. It wasn't the right time for him to come back a game against Southampton, where we never do well anyway. But at least he is back, so that's a positive. He'll come back and he'll probably, I would imagine he'll play against Spurs in the League Cup on Tuesday to get himself fit. We lost Bellerin. It's one of those games, where people start to realise, I think, hopefully other fans will start to realise, just they slag up certain people off like Ozil or Lichtsteiner or Xhaka and that. And sometimes they do make mistakes, like Ozil will get pelters for that, for trying to do a dummy turn, and that's what set up their third goal. But it's all about the team collective, and sometimes they do make mistakes, sometimes they don't, but as they work together as a team, then that's what you want, is the best players you can get. Maybe now, hopefully, people will start to realise that they need to all be on there together. It's the first time I'm going to criticise Unai in terms of team selection, because what I said at the beginning of the week about it, again, Qarabag should have been all youth team players, because it was done and dusted. We were, top of the league. We were through. We didn't need to play anyone of our major players. And also, I think he should have started with Lacazette up front alongside Aubameyang in this game. It's no good keep bringing him on and taking players off. It's starting to become a bit of a trope in the way that Arsene Wenger only wait until the 70th minute. Unai does make other changes, but it's always going to be the Lacazette on or Lacazette off sort of change. But like I say, positives is we played some good football in and around it. We looked leggy, but we're still a team in transition. We always lose to Southampton around about Christmas time. It seems to be one of the games that the Premier League throws up a lot around this time of year. Look, it's a loss. Yeah, we're still in and around there. United got lucky. Was it last week, the week before, 2-2 against them? But we go again. We pick ourselves up. We've got the North London derby in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens there. Other positives, I'm back wearing my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man shirt, so you got to love that.